All right, for everyone in chat, does John sound okay? Do I sound okay? Does the audio balance sound okay? Probably would help if I had
Mm,
something playing in the background. So
likely, yes. And let me get all of the
I can,
proper channels going here so that I can read donations.
yeah, I'm having to use push to talk to be able to communicate with you in the stream channel. So, so,
Oh, that's fine.
so if if I'm a bit delayed in responding, that's why.
No, that's cool. 'Cause, we're not talking like a minute delay. I'm delivering a joke, you're not laughing. It's like a minute later.
Yeah.
It's like, say it again.
Welcome, honored guest.
Oh, according to Neon Mole 9600, you sound just fine.
Okay. Okay, that's good.
Okay,
'Cause,
it looks like I'm doing just fine myself. There we
yep.
go. Okay, how have you been, Donnie? How have things been since last time? I think the last time we talked was during the Sonic Hacking contest.
Yeah, I'm doing good. It's been a while. Yeah. I I've just been busy doing tweets and stuff. So also I'm gonna have to
Yeah,
pause when I do the push to talk thing. I'm gonna have to click out a window. So that's why I'm not actually playing the game.
correct. Why don't you disable push to talk? Well, do you have to have it on?
No, but I tried disabling it and it wouldn't let me. So
Okay. You gotta stop letting Discord boss you around, Donnie.
I think it's something to do with the roles I have in the in our group thing. So
No, I thought push to talk was usually just involved. That's personal account based. I don't think role integration has anything to do with it. I could be mistaken though.
let me see here. Yeah, you know what? That's exactly what it was this entire time.
All right. Well, I'm
I
going to assume the last donation comment was written by Moriarty at $5. This should have been sham. Yeah, that sounds like something that was meant to be read at Tony Hawk. So just going to leave that be.
Have a nice
I
day.
seriously cannot believe that was my settings the entire time because I had it on push to talk. Oh my god, I'm so
Yeah, I
out
was
of.
gonna say. Yeah, it's cool, dude. I just found that it was like I'm pretty sure push to talk had nothing to do with role integration. But all
You
right. Well,
can't.
now that you don't have to reset the PC now just to
Yeah.
talk.
No, it's like there is a way you can make push to talk a thing in Discord for only roles. Wow, that's a bad start. The you can do that, tie push to talk to certain roles on Discord, but
Yeah. Hey, how's it going, Flaming Blow? All right, Donnie. So what is this game? Why did you? Well, I mean, obviously, the thing about our community, Donnie, is like everybody knows that you're a pinball wizard. But what is this game that you selected for License to Chill specifically?
Pinball Arcade has so many different games, various games like this is the Addams Family from 1992, I believe it was. So I thought, hey, here's a nice game I could play for an hour. Nice game where I could just relax, license stuff in it. Since it's called
Yeah.
License to Chill, this is something I can chill with. You know, Pinball's a great game you can chill with. It's perfect. Not perfect was me just losing that ball just now. That was
Well,
just bad.
pinball is chill up until you get that one game where your first ball is literally just goes right between the damn flippers and you don't even have a chance.
Yeah, they call those house balls.
House balls? I didn't even
Yeah,
know there was a proper term for that.
there's a proper term for a lot of things in pinball, believe it or not. I
So
learned
what is it called when you smack the ball with the flipper?
smack the ball with the flipper.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. There are different methods to doing certain things, like you can dead pass and dead flip and stuff like that, and catch. You can do a drop catch, stuff like that. So you can also curse wildly at the table because you just lost all your balls immediately, like I'm about to do.
Well, we don't want to have to lose our balls repeatedly.
Yeah.
So you have this, and you have another pinball game. I think that's tomorrow, right? Yeah, Pinball FX3. FX3, huh?
Yeah. Which
Didn't
reminds
even know
me,
there was an FX1 or 2.
There was. Pinball FX2 and Pinball FX3 were largely based off of each other because Pinball FX3 kind of poured over a lot of the tables from FX2, so. Flaming Claw says I'm coming through quietly.
You sound fine to me. Actually, I can listen to the stream just momentarily to get an idea.
Yeah, usually when the two of us are in a call together, it's the exact opposite. It's usually me doing the quality testing and stuff, like the audio testing.
Yeah, that is quite bizarre. Oh yeah, comparing our two voices, yeah, I am definitely louder than you are. But you're not unhearable. I can hear you just fine. But there is a discrepancy between the audio levels between both of us.
That figures.
Yeah.
Wow, speaking of balls, speaking of house balls, what the hell is that one?
I've clearly jinxed the table just by mentioning the house ball syndrome. But hey, folks, if you're just tuning in case, because I know Kara was here for the beginning of this live stream. I'm not sure if she went ahead and mentioned what exactly we're doing, in case you're just tuning in.
She did. Yeah.
She did? Well, I'll say it again, damn it, because I haven't done it yet as a co-com. We are licensed to... Well, this week-long charity event is licensed to chill from the guys over at Fund the Charity Room and FTCR Brain Scratch Commentary. Some call me Johnny. That's me. And Donnie's here, too.
Hi.
And we're raising money for IRC, the International Rescue Committee. And as always, we usually throw these things near the tail end of summer because we want to give you guys a silver lining before most of you either have to head back to work or probably the majority of you have to go back to school in some form or fashion. Hell, I believe some of you are already going to school right now. And that's so bizarre. I remember a couple of days ago on Twitter, I see first day of school trending, and it's like the first week of August. And I was like, wait a minute, what happened between me graduating in 2005 and now? Because I thought school started in September for a lot of kids, but now apparently it's in August. And what is happening to our summer vacations?
Whew. Sorry, I just got...
I can tell you're deeply concentrated because there's a lot of flashing imagery going on your screen right now.
Yeah,
right,
I just got a couple double jackpots.
You're gonna need just a couple of double jackpots. Wait, don't rub it in. What is thing on the top right? I know it's a reference to the character. This is still the Addams Family board, right?
Yeah.
But what is it? Why light that up? What are you trying to do there?
Usually from multi-balls, stuff like that. Double jackpots in the multi-ball in this case, so. This is probably one of the most successful pinball tables that have been made. Also, Saiyans, I hate this mode. You'll see why.
So no, it's Seance.
Yeah, Seance.
Saints. I'm stealing that.
Some call me Saiyans.
So it's good. No, it's Seance Undertale. Yeah. Yeah, it's Seance Undertale. My favorite Earthbound character. No, it's did I just see? No, not Lurch. I forgot the name. No, Lurch was the butler in Addams Family, I think. What was the fuzzball's name? Thing was the hand.
Oh,
everybody knows Fester.
Damn it, who was it?
Oh, was it Cousin It? Yeah, Cousin It.
Yeah.
Okay, it was Cousin It. Thank you, weirdo. Good God. You an Addams Family fan? Did you watch the movies or the cartoon show, or dare I say the original '60s run?
I watched the cartoon, but I didn't really.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I've seen the cartoon because I think it was on Cartoon Network for a while.
Yeah.
But I didn't. I haven't seen any of the movies. I think I may have seen the original, the black and white one, but.
Oh wow, the original television show.
Yeah, I've seen some of it because certain channels that I would have marathons during Halloween and stuff like that, like the Munsters and stuff like that. So I was able to see the black and white Munsters and stuff like that. So. By the
Yeah,
way,
there's a.
No, go ahead.
Yeah, after you. You're the one. You're hosting, Donnie.
This is actually my first stream in a charity event for.
Who cares?
Oh,
You're hosting. This is yours.
I know, but it's like it's my first time back being with you guys doing this.
Yeah, I might be out of practice. The scores proceeds to get a perfect score in pinball. Yeah, guys, I swear I never played this game before. Hey, hold up. I'm sorry to cut you off there, Donnie.
Mansion
We do
board.
have a new donation, $100
Whoa.
from Flaming Claw. Hey, y'all, just stopping by to chip in. Put this toward any incentive of Donnie's choice. Glad to see you back in the charity fundraising game. So that's $100 for you to put towards anything in the bid wars, Donnie.
Let's see. What are the remaining ones?
Let me see. Anything that's not closed? Oh, we have to update the Disney Medical Centers because that game is over. We have the Star Wars, Lego Star Wars bid war, where you basically choose what game Ted will play between episode 1 through 6. There's my Batman Arkham bid war between Asylum City Origins and Night. There's what suit to wear for the Spider-Man game for the PS4. And there is the, well, I'm not sure if you qualify for the chat pit. I think that's just for chat. But yeah, there's those, and there's also the TMNT 4 character bid war between all 4 turtles. So that's what you have.
I think I'll put all $100 towards Arkham City.
Damn right, Donnie. I knew I was right to have as a co-commentator for your game.
That's my. You know what? I like Arkham City. I haven't had the chance to play it yet, but from what I've seen.
What? You
No,
like the game? You never played it?
Yeah, because I've seen so much of it, and at this
Oh,
point.
okay.
Yeah, I've seen complete playthroughs, all sorts, and it's like, yeah, the game looks great. Like, it looks like if there's any game I had to pick, I would pick that one.
Okay, hold on. Let me update the Magical Tetris, but let me just close that up because that is technically over.
Ooh, quick multi-ball. Here we go.
There we go.
You get a mansion reward, by the way, for getting thing, but you can also get
Awesome.
them for multi-balls. So.
As Donnie's fondling his multi-balls. Update on the Arkham Asylum, no, sorry, the Arkham Bid War. With that donation, Arkham City is now winning overnight by $21 exact. Arkham's, the current totals are, Asylum is at $15, Arkham City is at $771.01, Origins is at $5.01, still got that pity penny, and Night is at $750.01. Now, I think I made it pretty clear that between the 4 games available, I would like to play Arkham City because I just know that game better than Arkham Knight. However, if I have to play Arkham Knight, it is not the end of the world because Arkham Knight is a fundamentally great game. I think it just has the weakest campaign in the entire Arkham series.
It doesn't have blue coins, so I mean.
It doesn't have blue coins, but it still has Riddler stuff, and it has Batmobile tank battles, and it's just the worst.
Doesn't Arkham City have Riddler stuff too?
It does, but it's not mandatory.
Oh, that's
to
true.
be fair, it's not mandatory in Night either, but still, it's just no. If I had to choose between doing the Riddler stuff in either game, I would probably choose City over Night.
True. Also, I got a new high score. I don't know how, but I got a new high score.
Yo, you either do really well or you do really shit in charity live streams, Donnie. You know this.
Yeah, I did miss doing charity live streams with you guys, though. I really did.
Well, let's say, well, last year's we did the Sonic Zeros thing, so that wasn't even a thing to be a part of. 2 years ago, we did Platform Mania, I believe. And you had to drop out, if I remember correctly.
Yeah,
because you just had some personal things to deal with.
Yeah, and I wanted to sort some things out, and I think that was Platform Mania was 2017, right?
Platform it was 2017.
Yeah, Platform
2007. Yeah, when we did that charity marathon before I knew who any of you people were. We all gathered up and did raise some money for Child's Play. Yeah, I think it was 2017 is when we met up for Platform Mania, and that's still to this day one of my favorite events we ever did for charity organizations. I mean, all the stuff we did previously beforehand. I mean, because before We did, Fund the Charity Room was technically the name of our first event, and it just stuck as the name for the organization
Yeah.
that we now just contribute towards. I know, but before that, we used to team up with Hellfire to do. We did the Nintendo-thon, we did the Sonic-a-thon.
Yeah.
I remember helping with the Zelda-a-thon for Zelda 2 at one year because I think nobody wanted to touch Zelda 2. And those are fun times. We raised a lot of money throughout the last few years cumulatively, and I'm really happy about that.
Chat, pick a table. There's so many that
Ooh,
there's so many tables here that if I were to pick, we would be here for a while if I were to name all these, list them all.
Donnie had to rediscover what it means to be Donnie. Did you find the answer to that?
No. I mean,
Oh,
there wasn't there that one point where Vector found God or something like that?
that was a Knuckles Chaotix playthrough, I think, for FTCR.
No, I think it was a charity thing, wasn't it?
I don't know if it was specifically a charity thing. If it was probably during Platform Mania.
I'll do Twilight Zone after this, Meander. Twilight Zone's interesting. It's another one of my favorites.
Shantae 5 officially has a title. Shantae and the Seven Sirens. Interesting. The Seven Sirens? Are they all genies? Or are they all sirens? Do they all sing?
No, the title is now called Shantae Not 5.
Yeah.
Big difference.
Shantae and the Seven Rings at Hand. Seven Sirens in sand.
I think it's the quickest I've ever been able to double my winnings here. I just realized I should probably be nudging more, and I probably wouldn't be losing the ball so much.
Now, what is? I mean, nudging. It's a pretty broad term, but in the context of pinball, what does nudging mean?
Nudging means basically, as I'm showing off on the table here, nudging means you basically just nudge the ball slightly to avoid draining, or the drain is the spot in between the two flippers, by the way. The drain, avoid draining, going in the out lane, stuff like that. You can also manipulate it to avoid doing that for starters, but to kind of nudge the ball where you want it to go. You just can't do it too much because you'll get tilt warnings. And in older tables, you shouldn't do it at all because it will completely game over on you. I'm not even kidding. Yeah, you'll tilt if you get a couple of tilt warnings. So.
Yeah, you don't want to tilt in pinball. That's like one of the only rules of pinball that I know is you don't tilt. Otherwise, like the board shuts down and you can't use the flippers.
Yeah. It completely shuts down, and you'll lose your bonus that you would have gotten otherwise for the end of the ball bonus. So, actually, speaking of Pinball FX3, there's a development in the there's been a slight rescheduling for tomorrow.
Oh, do tell.
Pinball FX3 will be happening at around 4:30 instead of 3:30. Because let me get the actual conversation up, because unfortunately, Lizzie McGuire is going to be actually taking place an hour earlier now to switch things around. I don't know exactly why that is. I just know that Pinball FX3 and Lizzie McGuire is going to be switched around now.
Okay, so Lizzie McGuire will be happening at 3 o'clock.
Yeah, 3 o'clock, and then that will be happening at 4:30, around there.
Okay. Yeah, because Lizzie McGuire is only an hour long, according to the schedule.
Yeah.
And tomorrow we'll be ending off with Toy Story 2 with Elliot. Because legit, he loves Toy Story 2 on the PlayStation 1. Like, it's one of his favorite licensed games of all time. Flaming Gall is asking, what's the technical term for smashing the glass on the table and putting the ball where you want it?
Hacks. That's what it's called.
Flaming Gall, you're one of those douchebags that play skee ball by taking the balls and just putting them inside the 10,000 point hole. It's a legitimate strategy, I swear. Jesus Christ, smoothies. Alright, let me check a few things here. Alright, so once again, I do want to congratulate you all and just saying a big thank you for helping us raise over $7,000 today.
Man.
And we are just about close to reaching our halfway mark for meeting our $15,000 goal. And if we can do that by the end of Sunday, because I would really like to play Pepsi Man for you guys. Because the final game I have scheduled officially is Superman 64. But that's not until Sunday, August 18th at 2 p.m. It's the final game we're playing for the event, like officially.
There just has to be that one game every.
Well, it's like, come on, it's like if you're holding a license event, no one's allowed to have fun. So you gotta end it with utter garbage.
5, 4.
Okay, I'm setting up for a multi-ball right here, for those wondering. Not an easy one, though.
So I have to ask, Donnie, I'm not sure if it varies on like the gimmick of the table or what have you, but do you have a specific strategy for scoring high in pinball besides making sure the ball doesn't fall down the hole?
My general strategy is go for multi-ball, but it's a table-by-table situation for the most part. Because some tables have different mechanisms where you can get points and chain things, and there's combos and stuff like that, and it varies on the table each table so much that you kind of. The general premise is sure get multi-balls, but yeah, there's much more to that.
It's good. I'm not the only one that thinks of blurring ball whenever the table goes apeshit.
Yeah, pinball's a lot more. Pinball's a lot more complicated than it seems. Also, speaking of multi-balls,
Blurn! Blurn! Blurn!
oh god, if you want to see a table go apeshit, okay, here we go. If you want to see a table go apeshit, you haven't seen anything yet.
Okay. I hope this is really promising. Don't screw it up.
No, the table literally goes apeshit.
Oh, okay.
Everything imaginable just freaks out.
Oh, okay.
Unlock that mode.
See, he literally goes apeshit. I'm expecting like the table to transform into a mechanical gorilla. It just throws the pinballs at you.
There's a specific mode that does it, and I have to show it off because oh my god, is it amazing when it happens.
Oh, okay. Can you do it on any board, or does it have to be a specific board?
It's a specific pinball table because only this mode does it. Specific because it actually makes sense considering the theme. So.
Oh, okay. Then I think we have to show that off at some point. And then if we do manage to show it off, then I want the chat to break out in blurns because it has that. It's probably total blur ball.
It's not difficult to actually get to that mode either. It's just it's a relatively easy table. In fact, almost every time I've done this table, I've been able to at least get close to the mode, but 80% of the time I do actually get it. So, hey, I got a natural ball. At least one's lit.
Okay, we got a new $22, so specific. $22 donation from Ian Bow. This will be my final donation for the event. Put $21.01 to Arkham Knight and the rest to 358 days over 2, please. What's the longest session of pinball you ever played? I'm guessing this question is going to both of us, but Donnie, you're probably better suited answering that first.
Pinball Arcade has a lot of wizard goals and stuff like that. Like, I can actually show them off here. Like, there's the wizard goals. There are also standard goals too that you have to complete all 5 to get the wizard goals. Because of those goals, I played Pinball Arcade a long time. For hours sometimes.
For hours? Oh my god. No, I couldn't imagine doing that.
John, you forget. I love pinball more than I probably should.
Yeah. I love pinball more than life itself. Oh, I see what he's doing. Ian's donation puts Arkham Knight ahead by a single penny.
Isn't that the penny that Tails lost or something?
No, that's like a deep cut brain scratch reference, Donnie. No one's gonna get that.
Well, they're gonna get it now because
No,
we
they're gonna.
mentioned-
Yeah. I just explained it. Damn it, a monster of my own creation. The rest towards so now 358 or twos is now is now sold at a manufacturer suggested retail price of $45.99 plus tax.
Everyone in the chat going apart.
I do want to see this ape shit animation though.
Yeah, I'll show it off. We have to. It's
Okay.
an Elvira table for those who know about Elvira.
Elvira?
Elvira, you know, Mistress of the Dark.
Hold on a second. Oh, is that the girl with the cleavage?
Sort of. Yes.
I don't want to know
You,
what's in
you'll
there.
you'll know what I mean when you see it. You don't actually see. It's mostly in the backdrop.
Are you ready to play?
So
I don't want to
it's called
know
Scared
what's in
Stiff. Yeah, horror hostess.
Scared stiff. But yeah, the horror. Okay, yeah, so it is the woman I'm thinking about. Yeah, I know who she is. Okay.
Yeah. There's actually multiple pinball tables she's had. There's this one. What was the name of the other one?
Hey, not all girls have cleavage. I don't think that's too vague or broad.
I don't know what's going on anymore.
Yeah, broad. To be fair, I wasn't really thinking about what I was saying.
It's fun. It's funny that you guys are making innuendo jokes because this is a censored version of this table. The uncensored version has innuendos. So
Oh, cowards.
I think it's because Farsight's the one that made this, by the way, the Pinball Arcade. They wanted to keep it in a certain rating, kind of like what Sonic Team had to do with Shadow the Hedgehog. So
Oh, yeah, I remember the original script of Shadow the Hedgehog having so many innuendos.
and they said a lot worse curse words, I think. Hey, you don't want to piss gun off. They changed that to tick gun off. So
Leave it alone.
No, they're gonna say the word piss.
yeah.
Oh, there's the title of those videos. They'll say Tony Hawk's Pro. No, this is Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2. I don't know what you're talking about, Broken Hearties.
Yeah, this is great. This is a nice Tony Hawk game. Definitely. Damn that train. Luckily, you can get quite a few extra balls on this table, so... Oh, bonus has been held.
I'm warning you.
So to get this mode that makes the table completely freak out, what you have to do is unlock all these various knights. 6 Tales of Terror, that's what they're called. There are 6 of them. I just now got one called Eyes of the Bony Beast. There's 6 of these. You complete them all, which I'm for some reason having difficulty doing. You get all 6 of these, and you do a mode, Scared Stiff mode, where it's right here. You get all those lit up, and then the table freaks out. And you get a multi-ball, monster multi-ball. So.
Monster multi-ball.
Yep.
Are these all based off of like actual licensed pinball machines that probably exist somewhere in a boardwalk?
Tables like this are based off of licensed properties like Elvira and Twilight Zone,
Right.
and Doctor Who, and the Addams Family. But they're also, for Farsight to do more original tables like Jackpot I was playing beforehand, they have to get the license to the manufacturer of that table. For example, Williams were the ones that made Jackpot. They have to get the Williams license, Williams Bally license, to be able to put this table in Pinball Arcade.
Good God, sounds like a headache.
It is. There's also a table called that's based on the 1994 World Cup soccer tournament.
A
Uh,
very specific pinball.
yeah, because it came out in 1994. um, they had to deal with licensing for all sorts of things. The mascot from FIFA, and Bally for making the table, and ugh.
Donnie, I don't recall if I ever asked you this. I might have in previous pinball commentaries, but we've seen your skill in pinball virtually. But do you play pinball in real life? Like, if there's a pinball machine near you, will you stop and play it? And are you any good at it, as you are like video games?
If I come across a pinball table in real life, I do play it or give it an opportunity to try it if I have the times. But for the most part, I play virtually. So.
Yeah, 'cause to me, I have more of a keen interest in like actual pinball, like playing with the machine itself.
You're
Yeah,
not
then
alone, and there are a lot of streams, or a lot of Twitch streams that stream IRL pinball.
Pinball, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. A long time ago, when I first moved in with Steve, when we first met him in 1995, we were jumping between houses at this point before my mom met the dude. And when they finally did meet up, we moved into Steve's house. He had a pinball machine set up in what was originally his game room, which would later become our bedroom. Sorry, Steve. Well, no, I'm not sorry. You traded in my Super Nintendo games for PS1, so Retribution. But he used to have a pinball machine there too, and it was really cool because you didn't have to put quarters in it. Just mess around with it.
Actually, there's technically pinball esports, IRL pinball esports.
But I'd imagine that's just a continuation off of, IRL pinball tournaments. If it worked in IRL, why not have it as an esport?
There's actually a lot of pinball tournaments that happen. The most notable one just happened a couple weeks ago, called Pinburg. It happens alongside Replay FX.
That's in Pittsburgh.
Yeah, it's in Pennsylvania, so.
Yeah, of course we would have something like that.
But in all fairness, God, the amount of pinball tables they have at that.
Oh, I've seen pictures. My buddy Russ, who lives West Side PA, will go to Replay FX from time to time, and they have the pinball exhibition. Well,
Yeah.
I don't remember the official name of it, but it is insane the amount of pinball tables that are just lined up.
Yep. And this year they had a new record with the amount of entrants in the tournament. 1,000.
1,000 pinball players. Can you imagine being stuck in a room with 1,000 pinball machines going off at the same time?
God.
Mon824? No, I do not remember when pinball was once outlawed in the States, and I'm going to need some context for that. Because that sounds very interesting.
I just found that out, in fact, just the other day, coincidentally.
Having those pinball machine speakeasies back in the Prohibition era. So we're serving booze, and we got pinball machines. Oh, you guys are playing it real dangerously.
Okay, what happened was, this was back when pinball was more seen as a gambling thing than an actual just fun activity.
Gambling? What are you winning? High scores? The thing doesn't give you money.
Yeah, but this was back in the old days where pinball was more like, you had beeps and boops and, all sorts of primitive stuff, and people did legitimately gamble back then.
I guess if you were betting money to see who can get the highest score, then sure. But then at that point, you can make something like tic-tac-toe a gambling game.
There was a time where the governor of New York actually banned pinball because of gambling.
No, because he secretly sucked at it, and he was being made fun for it.
There were times where the governor of New York, I forget his name, for a time, he loved going on camera, throwing slot machines and stuff into the ocean. smashing slot machines.
Just get the image of the governor just holding a pinball machine over his head. It's like, God, the hell with your pinball!
That's actually what happened. Is like he would go around. He was even smashed. There's actual footage of him smashing slot machines and pinball stuff with a hammer. And,
down with the pinball establishment.
Eventually, the law was like, pinball became unbanned. Eventually, like I think it was in the 80s or 90s or something like that, 70s, 80s, 90s.
Don't tilt the board. Why? You'll get a tilt. No, the governor of New York will come in with a sledgehammer and fuck your shit up.
But yeah, there was a time where pinball was outlawed in New York. It's good now, by the way. So
Oh yeah, it got better.
it got better.
He's dead now.
No, it's just eventually he did leave office, and
Your pinball was free.
okay, let me try to. It would help if I'd actually get some extra balls here. You can get quite a few in this table.
God, these are too easy.
Where's the cheese?
There's only so many balls jokes you can make. It's like it's like, do I jump at it and be as unoriginal as I possibly can be, or do I just quietly laugh to myself because of the word balls being uttered out loud?
I want a movie based off of the pinball hating mayor. No, it's not the mayor.
That was the governor.
Oh no, they said New York Mayor Laura LaGuardia. Yeah, I think that. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, it was the mayor. Okay, it was the mayor.
Yeah, they're right. That once I heard the name, yeah.
I gotta rock the wiki on this dude to just see. I wonder if like pinball is the first thing that comes up.
I'll have to find the link to share with you because there's a specific video where I know it's in. It's the one I found. But there is actual footage of them doing this, as well as throwing like slot machines and stuff in the ocean.
Okay, Fiorello LaGuardia pinball is the 8th search result.
Yeah.
When pinball was banned to help win the war. No, if you got a high score, then you just put subliminal messaging inside there. It's like ding 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 ding, buy war bonds. Ding 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 ding.
It was in the 40s, so in fact, there was at one point I think he also used the argument that the stuff from pinball, like rubbers and things like that, could be going towards the war effort because this was back in the era of World War II. So.
Okay, I found a video of him hammering the hell out of a slot machine.
Yeah.
And there goes he's dumping in the ocean. Look, he's got his posse doing this stuff too. What the hell? I could post links in the chat, right? Hold on a second.
Here we go. I just start up the. If I can complete this mode, the table will freak out. So.
Okay, let's see. I want to see this table freak out if it's possible.
Assuming the ball doesn't drain on me, I'm gonna have to concentrate here.
Have a free game.
I got an extra ball. God, I hope I can show this off. I want to show it off so bad. It's so amazing when you actually see it.
Digging the heartbeats.
Oh yeah, that's my heartbeat going on right now.
It's really loud. Get your microphone away from your heart.
Doesn't help that this mode is timed either. Damn it. Oh, that was okay. Thanks, game. Fortunately, if I can get back to that, it will continue where I left off. Because you can see it's all
Oh,
lit
okay.
now.
So it's a progressive.
Yeah.
How about another ball?
Whew. Of course, it also means I have to get all the six Nights of Terror again. So the 6 Tales of Terror.
Well, since you started the board, it only took you about like 10 minutes.
Wanna know what's in
Yeah.
there.
The real Marduk, well, first off, thank you for tuning in. This is the Pinball Arcade. It is pretty much just a hodgepodge of numerous license-based pinball machines. And we have Donnie playing here because in our community, Donnie is the pinball wizard. You really won't find a better pinball player between us, and that's really saying a lot because I can't be asked to learn pinball that well. And there was also a time where you were like, you were seriously considering speedrunning Sonic Spinball, and there was a time where you were like trying to get like personal best. Like, do you have what's your personal best in Sonic Spinball now?
It was like 17 minutes and something.
Good lord, that's as long as it takes me to quit the machine. Or I guess Showdown.
By the way, that drain was completely bullshit. It
Oh,
moonwalked
Ryan's
into the out lane.
Clearly, Ryan and Donnie need to have a pinball off session. The loser treats me to lunch.
Oh! Oh! Oh my god, how did that happen?
What happened? Did you get tilted?
No, but I timed my flipper just right so the ball hit the edge of the flipper and went straight down into the drain.
Oh, okay. Oh, we actually got some new donations here. $30 from Headbod. Hello again. I'm gonna get this in now since I'll be in the Owl Falcon. See, at an Owl Falconry tomorrow. Oh, that's cool. I hope he's not ignoring in the people. Put 25 towards the Switch raffle and 5 to Lego Star Wars Runner's Choice. My question: have either of you watched any classic horror movies, such as with Lugosi and Karloff and all that? Have you ever watched any of those classic? Anything from like the Hammer era, Donnie?
Not that I can think of, no.
Like Dracula, Frankenstein's monster, the Wolfman, the Mummy, the Invisible Man, all that sort of thing. Anything from that era?
Nope, I've never watched any of those.
Yeah, I have to say I'm not too familiar in that verse either, because yeah, I know if it's Universal or if I don't remember the specific era because I never really watched the movies. The only ones I really seen was like the original Frankenstein. Because we actually did a movie commentary on that, and that's my phone probably saying, "What the hell do you mean you never watched the Hammer films?" Yeah, we did a few for Brain Scratch back when we did movie commentaries. We did Frankenstein. I think we did Dracula, and there was one other I'm forgetting. I'm not sure which one it was. But yeah, I mean they're a little antiquated, obviously, but you know that's I think there's charm to its design. And its feel, so I think you owe it to yourself to watch it if you're a horror buff specifically.
The funny thing is, there is a pinball table, a popular one, in fact, that's based on all the old horror villains like Frankenstein and Bride of Frankenstein and Dracula. It's Monster Bash, something like that.
Oh, by the way, you have $5 to put towards a Lego Star Wars game of your choice.
A Lego Star Wars game of my choice. What are the available ones?
Literally every Star Wars film. So everything: Phantom Menace, Attack of the Clones, Revenge of the Sith, A New Hope, Empire Strikes Back, and Return of the Jedi.
Jedi one, the one you said.
But which one has data? Okay. $5. Oh, look! Return to the Jedi finally getting some love. That is at $5 now. All right, and we also have $5 from Matthews Chrome. The absolute deepest pinball lore, ladies and gentlemen, to Arkham City, please. Okay. Arkham City is once again in the lead. Let me just put that in right there.
It did again. You little shit of a game. It moonwalked. It moonwalked out, up the inner lane into the outer lane. The ball. Okay, I need the stiff in the coffin. Multi-ball. Multi-ball.
Like that. That's necrophilia, Donnie. We don't talk about that here.
That's a name. That's a name.
This is a charity event, for God's sakes.
That's what it's called. It's called the stiff in the coffin. I don't name these modes. I mean, I play the games, but I think I just lost all the balls. I think that might be
Okay.
game over right there.
What Ryan's saying is, does
Yep.
anyone else find the idea of a completely bare room of hardwood floor and just one pinball table in it really creepy, as in the environment for this game? Hey, it's appropriate given the theme of the pinball table we're currently playing. No, but it's kind of similar to like Tabletop Simulator in a way, where if you just take some time to look at your surroundings, it's a single table on a hardwood floor with like a casino backdrop. I guess you can mod that to be whatever it was, but it's also equally depressing. Why is everything so dark? Well, I'd imagine you kind of want all the lighting just to come from the pinball machine so you can see everything clearly. Otherwise, you got because imagine if you had a ceiling light above the pinball table, you'd probably have to do a glare.
If the lighting is too bad, I can adjust that. I have the DirectX 11 version of Pinball Arcade, which allows you to adjust the lighting.
Oh no, I think Let's Go Shuckles was just saying, like, in the context of the game itself.
Oh.
Like, why is the backdrop so dark? I was like, I would think that if you were like competitive pinball, you would want to have nothing but the pinball machine, everything but the pinball machine off, so that you can see the pinball machine properly. And I would say the pinball machine itself is really dark because it's a horror-themed pinball machine.
Well, to be fair, I have every table with these lighting settings.
Does this game have like all the pinball set tables available from the get-go, or do you have to unlock a few?
You have to buy the tables. The base game technically is free, and it comes with a free
Oh.
table, which was Tales of the Arabian Nights. But to get all the other tables, you have to pay for them. However, remember the whole licensing thing that I was referring to earlier about how complicated licensing is with pinball?
Wait a minute, Elvira did WrestleMania commentary? Or WrestleMania 2. That's probably why I didn't know about it.
The Williams and Bally tables, including this one, you cannot buy these anymore because Farsight lost the license to Williams and Bally tables.
Copyright.
Yeah, so this table, although people who already bought the tables when they were out and still available can play them, if you were to go right now and look, you wouldn't be able to get this table anymore. We can still get the tables made by Gottlieb and Stern. Also, that was a nice jackpot. Because I had absolutely nothing to do with getting that jackpot. It just happened.
Hogan versus King Kong Bundy. Alright, I'll have to load up that WrestleMania sometime, never.
How much did all these tables cost? A lot.
Yeah, what is the price per pinball table? If the base game is free and you have to pay for a pinball table, what's the price per pinball table?
I bought them in packs.
Oh.
You can buy them individually as well. I don't really know how I can show it off right now because, like I said, there's the issue of a lot of these tables not even being available anymore.
Well, I can also just do the smart thing and just Google it.
You can look on Steam. The thing is, at the time, they've even changed this format of the packs too. Because they had Season 1 in pack and Season 2, and that's how they did it originally. But now they're in just Stern Pack 1, Stern Pack 2.
Yeah, most of them range between $8 to $10. There's one that's like for $15 because it wants to be different. Altogether, if you want to buy every single pinball arcade table for this game, it is $85.
And it was even worse when the Bally and Williams tables were around, because like I said, they were in Season 1 and Season 2 packs instead. And those costed like $30, $40, because they were like 10, 15 tables a pack.
So like if you're a pinball enthusiast, you're paying quite a penny, like more than a regular retail game. So not as bad as Train Simulator, says Tay the Femme. I'll have to you gotta have to explain that one to me. Like what is Train Simulator at its worst? Like is it Dead or Alive DLC bad?
I don't know. I don't follow Train Simulator, so.
Still cheaper than buying a pinball machine. Oh, you know, you say that, Real Martyr. Though I actually want to own one of those like miniature arcade machines that are selling now. I would love to have one of those in my house. I don't know where the hell I put it, but it'd be really cool to own.
Yeah, pinball tables cost like $1,000, $2,000, and then there's the added issue of maintenance.
Yeah, because you do have to take care of it.
Yeah, they're expensive to maintain.
Oh god, for all the DLC of Train Simulator, it's like over $1,000. Good gravy!
Okay.
Hey, get up!
Put the pinball table under the Sonic 06 Shrine, John. The Sonic I was gonna say Sonic shits.
I mean, you're still right.
No, I don't want that. I just kind of bleeding on. I think Matt just bleeding on. No, Matt calls it Sonic dicks. But no, that shrine is not yet completed because that will require me having multiple copies of the game, which I do not have anymore. I only have one copy of it, and that's the Platinum Hits one that I've had for years. I used to have a copy of the game with that just had the green casing. It didn't have any cover on it or manual. That's long gone, and that's the only version of the game I own. I do not have the PS3 version, and yeah, that's it.
Okay, there we go. I can now do the mode again.
You made a mistake. Now you're gonna get 1,000 copies of TMG. No, listen. If anybody wanted to donate me more copies of Sonic 06, they would have done it a long time ago. That said, I've signed a lot of copies of Sonic 06, and I always do the same signature for that one. I always give Sonic a top hat, a mustache, and monocle. And if I'm feeling edgy, letter tattoos on his fists.
Just concentrating.
Good God! Train Simulator's DLC comes out to $9,339.83.
Nope, you haven't missed the freak out yet. You might be able to see it in a moment though if I can make this.
But God, you were better off just buying an actual train. The arcade 1-up Mortal Kombat machine looks great. I have a decoration for it, but I never played it because I suck ass at the game. Hey, I mean, I suck ass at a lot of fighting games, but I still want one too.
That was a nice shot.
That said, we are almost done here because Donnie, you're going until 4 o'clock, I believe, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me take a look at the schedule, see what you guys are in for afterwards. Next up at 4 o'clock, we have, Golden Boat's returning with Harvey Birdman, Attorney at Law. And then at 6:30, we have Hello Kitty Roller Rescue from Sabrina. And that'll end off the day. And then tomorrow at noon, to start off, we will have Ted playing the Lego Star Wars game that wins the bid war. That does end today. Just to remind you guys of that. So when the Hello Kitty Roller Rescue game is over, the Star Wars bid war will also close, and Ted will have an idea what he's getting himself into tomorrow, and why it'll be Attack of the Clones.
Ack. I might not be able to do this. Nope. I was only two away. Well, the ball got stuck. I was 2 away from getting the mode.
Do you think it's possible if you can't get it up before if you can't show it before your time is up at 4 o'clock, can we get a YouTube video of it happening? Let me look it up.
Yeah, I can do that. I can make a YouTube video and put it up.
Leave it alone.
But I think I can do it within the next 5 minutes. I just need to because I only have to do, if I activate the mode, I just have to make 2 shots, and I should have it. And I'm already on the way to getting that mode this mode lit up again. So. Hopefully I can show it off. Live.
That other, kind of wish the arcade one machines were a bit cheaper though. $200 is a pretty price for an arcade machine. I think it's reasonably priced, other guy. Honestly, I know you're more responding to real Marduk, but no, that's not real Marduk. Real Marduk. Okay, there we go. I'm pronouncing it all wrong.
Damn it! What the hell am I on?
You know, because it's not just a game. You're also essentially just buying a piece of furniture. So you're buying it for the aesthetic too.
How about another ball?
What ball am I on? Ball 3. Okay, that's good to know.
Warning you. Man, I hate commercials.
Nice skill shot.
Why didn't we play Garfield Kart for this event? I have no idea what Garfield Kart is.
Heading for the dead head.
That's right. I'm co-commentating for the next game, I believe. So
Better practice your scales.
so I'll be sticking around anyway. Damn it! Oh, that's game.
I thought it was dog semen cart.
Yeah, I can do a I can do a YouTube video because it really wouldn't take me long to do this.
Unfortunately, luck was just not on your side for this
Yeah,
session.
I was like 2 shots away from being able to do it. If I had like maybe 10, 15 more seconds on the timer, I probably would have been able to do it.
Okay, well, even though you are playing, even though this game is over, the pinball festivities are not quite done yet.
Yeah.
You'll be back tomorrow with Pinball FX3,
Yeah.
which is happening at 4 o'clock instead of 3 o'clock. There's been a schedule switcheroo. Lizzie McGuire on the Go will be happening at 3 o'clock, and Donnie's Pinball FX3 will be happening at 4.
Just a preview of what Pinball FX3 is. It's more fantasy based than IRL pinball. So
Ah, I see. Okay. Donnie, anything you want to say before we wrap it up for tonight? Today?
I think what I'll do is if I can get a video of the mode where everything if I can show the table freaking out, I'll have it recorded, and I guess just as I'm doing just before I actually get started with Pinball FX3 tomorrow, I can play the video.
Yeah, we'll just burst in blurns.
Yeah.
Like in the chat, if we're gonna show it off. All right, well that sounds like a deal to me. And all right, I'm ready to end this. So as always, I want to thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you for your contributions in the last hour, and thank you for helping Arkham City take the lead again, because that is best Batman game next to Asylum. Yes, I will keep saying that I'll take that to my grave. Damn it. And Donnie, well done on the pinball festivities, and we'll see you again tomorrow, dude.
Yep. Well, I'll be doing a co-commentary after this, I believe. So.
Oh, I was more specifically for talking like as you're in charge of a game.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Well, guys, tune in a couple of minutes then for Golden Boats running with Harvey Birdman, attorney at law.
Yep. Take care.